In 1 hour, this whole city can be destroyed by water. It'll be real easy. It won't be hard at all. They have spaceships on this planet right now. These light ships can suck up whole lakes of water. They can suck up, they can go at night and clean a whole body of water out and bring that body of water to any city they want to and make it rain on that city for 40 days, 100 days, no matter what size the city is. If these godly entities want to destroy a city, it would be so easy for them to do it. It is not hard at all. These space mercenaries have but one mission, and that is to keep Ma'at in balance. Ma'at is the universal creator instructions on how things will be, not Jesus. Jesus came after everything was invented. So Jesus didn't invent it. But the inventor is the person that does the tune-ups. The mechanics that does the tune-ups on all the planets, you're listening to one of them. Now, see, the personification of these mechanics are not the whole reality of what goes on. What goes on more than anything is the spiritual energy that gets translated through the emotions of the ground represented. That would be me. So that means that if I have, let's say, a public official, let's try the mayor for instance. Let's say I go to the mayor and I say, Mayor, now I was sent to this earth to do some things for God. Okay, now I want you to go right off the top. I'm a representative of the universal creator. Now I know that's going to be hard for you. Okay? Because you're looking for a white man. I know how you guys roll. Everything in your book must be white for it to be right. Okay, I know that. Now, see, I know that. That's the reason I'm going to take time out to point this out to you, man. See, that's not how it really works. That's okay as long as you are in control. And as long as your state of corruption is in control. That's okay. All right? Because, see, if you make that a reality through force and everything, then that's fine. You have the power to do that, so you do. We all know that. That's what happened. You came in with guns and took over because you made people afraid that if they didn't do what you wanted them to do, that you would burn them up. And you did burn people up. We got pictures of it. Or you would hang them, and you did hang people. You probably did yourself. Mayor, judge, doctor, whatever. Public official, officer, president, all of them. Anybody that's in a position of leadership under an establishment of tyrannical initiation is who I'm talking to. Okay? All right. So now what happens is, when these systems of government get implemented off of intrusion and atrocious activities, they forget how they get implemented. So a good wake-up call for these intruders will be the same type of activity returned upon them. So see, this is what the earth does. The earth says, okay, now see, we see what they've done. They've been raping and shooting and looting and you name it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a slow volcano walk over here. But see, white people are so stuck on believing that everything is white that they will overlook all the black lava after the fire cools down and turn into black rock. They will completely overlook the black rock and never add together, you know, maybe the black rock paid us back for all the bad shit we did to those black people. It never registers in their mind for some reason. I just can't understand that. It's like, okay, listen, if I when fucked up a whole bunch of white people and stole their shit and built a house. Alright, and then all of a sudden, my house gets burnt up, and then after that, there's some white lava rock left. I mean, come on, it'll make me see a synonymous connection, and I'll be saying, I wonder if just by chance it's possible that this fire came and destroyed my house because I destroyed the homes of the people who was here before I arrived here. Could the earth really be a functioning, living entity that can bring judgment to wrongdoers? Yes. Take my word for it, because see, the earth is what gave life to the wrongdoers. So anything that the earth view seemed to me like it should be alive too. You see, because if you're on earth and it's sustaining you, it's because you have to be in the same type of vibration, same type of genetics, same type of everything. You gotta have DNA molecules that match with each other. You know? I mean, trust me on that. So here's my point. If the earth can and does plan on murdering a bunch of people, because see, let me explain to you what I mean. Planets does not just fly through the universe, okay, on a constant cycle of repeatings and destroy other planets. Now, if you got a constellation of spaceships that goes through and destroy corrupt planets, like let's say for instance, it was a planet that was completely saturated in criminals, and the whole planet had just became so criminal. So they said, well, why go down there and destroy it, and then knowing the infestation is so bad that it's just going to regenerate? Just wipe the whole planet out. Then so be it. That's what will happen. Okay? It won't be a big deal. They say, well, you know that we're immortal, and we know that once this planet is destroyed, we can use the fragments of it to do something else with it, but we're going to make sure that these fragments never turn into the same entities that it was before we eradicated it. So what we're going to do, we'll just change the whole composition of it all together. Maybe move it into a whole other time and space. You know, we can travel through black holes and things like that because we're that advanced. We're not people that sit around and have a big problem with getting the ship off the ground. They swear you got to use all those stupid boosters and all of those shit, and then it's only temporal. It has to return back to the earth. Okay, no. See, our intelligence is based on consciousness, which means that we can move and travel through using mental energy. You might people might just want to wait a while before you catch up to that, because see, you're not even smart enough yet to know how ill you are, because the lack of your melanin is what makes your conceptualization be so dull that you can't look in the mirror and see that your ass is sick by not having that. That's how dull your vibrations are. And I'm not saying this to be mean. I'm saying this to be as informative as possible. The people who took your melanin away from you knew that you would become the dull, self-centered, not really caring people. What I mean by not really caring is because you would sit around and watch a whole nation of people get hanged and murdered. And don't do a damn thing about it, but you'll be quick as hell to pick that phone up and call the police when you see one of the same victimized person looking through the garbage cans, trying to sustain himself, or looking through the alley, trying to sustain himself. That's the reason why this earth has implemented all the elements to get in that ass. But you got time. But I have to do this to let you know what's going on and what the game plan is and what the rules are. Okay? Here's what the game plan is. I mean, look at that green light coming from the volcano. Whatever it's sorry to. Wow, did you see that? This volcano is throwing a green light. Can you believe that shit? It's like a sign. It's speaking to us. And at the same time, the volcano is showing us that his ass can even come out of the damn volcano. Ain't that something? Because I can. I can. I can ask the volcano to come right up your damn toilet while you're sitting on it. Just think about that. Because see, when they tell you that I can control the elements, it's because I can. I mean, and it really fascinates me when I'm around all you people and you all stare at me and shit, and you look at me like you want me to be a nigga, but in the back of your mind, you're puzzled because you're saying, but wait, should I go and try to be a nasty cracker to him and take the risk of getting my ass burnt up because I so desperately want to? And I be looking at you like, I really wish you would. I really would. Because see, I got fired and these shit to do. I mean, in all honesty, I got fired is being paid. And it's just sitting around all day. It's much work is going on around Earth. I've still got some fire that need to be dispatched. So I'm waiting on your ass. Just bring it, please, hurry. All right, because I got people that's on fire again, unemployment. Listen, I'm broke as hell. I can't keep paying all this fire for just sitting around not doing anything. So I want your ass too. So some of this fire can earn its keys. All right? Just throw that in there. So, for the mayor, and the presidents, and everybody on the planet who don't think it's important for you to start getting involved and trying to see that these black men be able to have some jobs so they support themselves and stay out of the prison. Because to tell you the truth about it, there's some prisons that's being set up for a lot of you people that you don't even know about. And I mean that because the best place to imprison a motherfucker is right inside his own head. And I know that. See, you could be a mayor today, and then tomorrow, you just come up goofy as hell, crazy like never before, and they be like, I don't know what happened to him. Ever since he had that conversation with that sorry guy, he just lost his damn mind. And it's like, he can't sit in office anymore because, I don't know, something happened to him. That's if you don't die. But my thing is this. Once the universe decides that it wants to put someone into a position of authority, it's a done deal. So everybody else can sit around on their vibrations or their bullshit about who's supposed to have what. But the universe has already given you this fucking planet. I mean, it's really simple. So I don't really get a kick out of trying to talk a bunch of shit. But look at all these things right here that could be used if somebody doesn't want to comply with what Segment says. Then I'm sure that she'll be finding a way to, let me see how to do this. Use this type of stuff. All over the thing. Now we was talking about sight and sound. But I didn't say sight, I said light. As you can see, that color is synonymous with segment. Okay, because that's what segment is. She's fire. She's the sun fire, and she's the fire in the earth, the light. And she is the person that dispatched me here. Okay, now know that. She said to me, this is exactly what she said. She said, you tell them that I said to sustain you. She said, this is what she said. She said, let them know that I am the true owner of this universe. You are my representative. I'm her son, but I'm just going to keep it real for the people who won't be able to understand that. You could understand representative better than son because you've been stuck to it. The only son of God is Jesus. But see, I didn't say God, I said the God is. But see, now a lot of you guys don't understand that because you think that the only true religion is your white religion and every other religion to you don't matter because you murdered all the people in other religion. And you think by murdering them, that made it final. But no, you know what makes it final? Who